The other room, kwanu. Iga halolu na the other room. You won't work. You have to do your job in the other room. I told myself, hey, otum sila, chineze, otu sila. Is this how I go? Is this how I meet my ancestors? Then I said, mogbe, mogbe oh, aye mi temi ba mi oh, help me before he collapsed for this Canada. So hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, your girl Barrister Nezeville, and this is NEZEVILLE, guys. Gather at the village square. It's time for some gist. It's time for some story. Hey, guys. Now, me out that day here, the other time when I came crying, I opened the book of Lamentations. I said, God have mercy on my soul. God have mercy on me. I came to download to you guys what was happening with me. And guys, you guys were so sweet, so yummy, so amazing. You guys bombarded me with encouragement, encouraging words. So many people even reached out to me privately. With emails, DMs, giving me tips, sharing their experience, and God, it was so beautiful. So today, I am here to give you guys the gist, the update on the decision that we took. Me and the online uncles and aunties, the decision that we came together to take. I have come to give you guys story, the feedback. Guys, I have always loved children. Always, right from when I was a baby, I had always loved babies. Even before I had my own children, I had always held children very dear to me. I can even say that I prefer the company of children to adults. Like if I'm in a gathering and there are children and there are adults, I would rather be in the company of the children. I remember one time I went to Adeze's house, Adeze's space, my friend, a YouTuber too. And you know, there were other YouTubers, there were other adults, Nello, IJ, Asi, everybody was, all the adults, all the YouTubers were downstairs, gisting. I just carried myself upstairs to where the children were. I sat down there with them. We were playing, dancing, and having our own fun. Has anybody told you that you're so beautiful? Plus 9. Good. Hello. You will typically find me doing that because I adore children. I love their company. I love their spirit. I love what they stand for. I love their innocence. I love their naivety. I love everything about children. And you know the good part? They love me too. When I was thinking of a career path after university, I always thought that I was going to own a school where I'm going to be around children all the time. One of the fond memories I have as a teenager, I remember when I just finished junior WAEC. I just finished that GSS3 junior WAEC, and there was a long holiday, a long vacation of, was it 3 months that you stay at home. I remember that I would go to my neighborhood, some of my relatives that live around me, and I would pack all their children. Some families 2 children, some families 4, some families 3. I will pack all of them to my house. I don't care whether their parents give me food for them. I would cook for them, feed them, make their hair, teach them stuff, and play with them. My house was always full. In fact, at the point, my mother was always having headache. Have you got, what is this? Can't I hear word in this house again? My mother was fed up. Like, after going out and coming back, I'll come back to meet 14 children in my house. What is it? Well, that was what I loved doing. I'll visit them at the hospital. I'll visit abandoned children at Lutz, motherless babies. In fact, anywhere there are children, just call me. I'll be there. And because of this connection I had with children, because of this love I always showed to children, because of how much I tolerate them, somehow children connect with me very deeply too. I'm the kind of person that even a child that is scared of people touching him or her, once I offer my hands to that child and smile, like want to cry, the child will just raise their hand and the parents will be like, what? This child does not allow anybody to touch him or her. I'm not kind of person. When I was at the bank, any child that is crying, there's no one the mother to perform my transaction. I will stand up from my seat, carry the child to my office. The child will be with me, playing with me while the mother does her whole banking, and now come to carry the child after she's done with her transactions. So I've always had that long history of clinging to children and children clinging back to me. So when I started having my own children, I knew for a fact that my children would definitely be the clingy type, because other people's children that don't even know me cling to me. And despite I was a busy career woman, working a 9 to 5, is it 9 to 5? Working a 7 to 7 most times, somehow I structured my life to still revolve around my children and my husband, my family. I wasn't the kind of mother that would say, oh, I'm too busy. I'm a banker, I'm too busy. I don't know what's happening with my children. House help. No. If you know me, if you're close to me, you will know that that one does not exist in my dictionary. I always make out time for my family. I remember the last 2 years of my banking career, I was doing school runs. Anybody that has done banking in Nigeria will know. When I say school runs, I'm not talking about just dropping. I was doing dropping, I was doing picking. Not because I couldn't afford the school bus. It was a meager sum compared to the expense of driving my own car to pick them. But I just wanted to spare that time during the day for them to see me, for me to see them, for me to ask them how is school before I come back from work. So during break, guys, calm down. I'm going to this story is getting somewhere. I'm going to tell you why I'm telling you all these things. So during break back then in the bank, instead of me to use my break time to eat my lunch, I would rather use that time instead of eating to go and pick my children. Then I was posted to a branch that is close to the house, and my children's school too was very close. So I would rather use that time to drop my children and come back to the office, and I won't eat. I'll prefer not to eat. I'll just use that time to connect with my children, see them, make them, have that happiness of mommy came to pick me from school. Always involved in all the activities, PTA, career day. They are looking for a mother that will come and give speech on law. I'll be there. Any function, inter-house sports, I'll participate. Anything, I'll be there for my children. And once I come back home from work, I wasn't the kind of mom that would just go to my room and say I'm tired. I'll still do their homework. I will still, make sure that they have eaten. I've always been that kind of family-driven career mother. If there's something like that. And so because of that closeness and relationship I have with my children, all of them turned out to be very clingy. Despite I was working, they were still so clingy to me as though I was a stay-at-home mom. So fast forward to a few months ago when we relocated to Canada. My last daughter, Chineyenwa, was 7 months. She was still very small. So we came here where there is no other person to carry her apart from we in the house. It's not like Nigeria, okay, you have a clingy baby, but at least once in a while, somebody can hold the baby for you. You can do other things. Someone can take the baby downstairs, the baby will take a walk, or you go to the office, baby will not see you. That was not obtainable anymore. I was now in the full glare and to the full disposal of Chineyenwa from 7 months. No other person to help to carry her. This now made Chineyenwa's clinginess raised to power 2,000. I mean, some people dropped in the last comment section that that's how all children are. My darling, this is my 4th child. It's not first, second, third. I am not a new mom. 4 is not small. So I know the difference between clingy baby and clingy. I know the difference. Oh, my darling, I know very well. This is not the normal children wanting their mother. This one will. Now, this was not a baby. This was not a situation where you have a small baby, you bathe her, care for her, dress her up, feed her, then put television for her, she'll be watching, or put toys. I have more than 100 toys. If I start to count every piece of toy in my house, I have over 150 toys. But my baby will not touch any one of them, okay? All she wants is to touch me, to grab me, to be with me, to hold me. Even when I'm in the same room with her, a clingy baby, a typically clingy baby, would want to have you always in his or her sight. So if you're in the same room with her, as long as you don't leave her sight, she is fine. But the raised to power 2,000 clingy I'm talking about is the one that even when she is standing beside you in the same room, you are not free. She still wants you to hold her. She still wants you to carry her. She still wants to be touching one part of your body. So I'm cooking, I'm frying. Chineyenwa is crying beside me. I have to put her on my back and start dodging the oil so the oil will not touch her. I am going to toilets. I am doing Team Natural in the toilet. Chineyenwa is on my lap as I am doing toilets. I must carry her. She would cry until I hold her, even inside toilets. Man pikin no fit go toilet again. If I am taking my bath, Chineyenwa will bang on the glass until I open and bring her in, and we must bathe together. I'm editing my video. Do you know how difficult it is to edit? Sometimes you're editing vlog 18 hours. 18 hours to edit the whole day till midnight. Chineyenwa is on my lap. I'm editing, cutting, editing while I'm carrying her. I'm in school. I'm a student, schooling full time. I'm studying digital marketing. When I started studying that course, I was just thinking that they were going to teach us SEO marketing, email marketing, and those kind of things, how to grow your social media sites. I didn't know it was going to be technical. I didn't know I was going to solve maths. I didn't know I was going to build websites. I didn't know I was going to build apps, applications, mobile apps. Very technical thing. So I have a baby. I have Chineyenwa. Chineyenwa will not sit down and watch television. I will be carrying her and be designing apps, group projects, doing presentations in class with her, breaking my arm. Hey God, I never see this one before. Hey, I never see her. I have seen clingy babies. I've had clingy babies. So my babies hold my shirt like this as they are sleeping. They jack me to ensure that I don't move as they are sleeping. I have seen babies that as I'm driving would demand to sit down on my lap as I'm driving. I have to park. I have seen all sorts, but I have never seen Chineyenwa's own before. No single minute of my life can be spent alone. Like, as a human being, you need time, few moments, even if it's 15 minutes, where you can reboot and, just calm your head, calm your nerves. But not with Chineyenwa. The only time that I can do something, not rest though, because when she's sleeping, I can't rest because there are other activities that I have to take care of. But the only time that I can handle activities, do chores without having to carry a baby is when Chineyenwa is sleeping. Now, this situation could have been more tolerable if I was just a simply stay-at-home mom. I don't work, just staying at home. My job is children and family responsibilities. It would have been bearable. But what made mine worse is I am working 2 jobs as a content creator. It's not child's play. Running and producing frequently and constantly on my 2 YouTube channels. I already explained to you some of the process it takes. Sometimes you start working at 7 a.m. At 2 in the midnight, you haven't even finished one content. So I don't want to go through the process of creating, but it is a lot more technical, it is a lot more demanding, it is a lot more stressful than the ordinary person watching us might think it is. It requires a lot. So I'm working those 2 channels. I'm schooling full-time every day. By 8 o'clock, I'm in class till afternoon every day except Saturday and Sundays. I have 3 other small children. I'm not even up to 10 years with the clingy baby. I have my responsibilities as a wife. Yes. You don't know. You have your job as a wife. I have to take care of my husband. Especially a husband that takes care of me. Why wouldn't I take care of him? If he wants semo, I will turn the semo. Za oza room kwano. Iga lolo na za oza room. You won't work. You have to do your job in za oza room. So I had all of these things on my plate every day with Chineyenwa that will not sit down with her toys or watch television without me having to carry her and her putting her hand inside my clothes and touching me and scratching me. My dear brothers and sisters, it was almost a call to glory. It was almost a call to glory. Glorious call, glorious exit. Bam. Now waiting my eye see. I told myself, hey, Otum Sila, Chineze, Otu Sila. Is this how I go? Is this how I meet my ancestors? It started telling on me. Breaking out. I was breaking out all over my face. My eyes. Patience also had nothing on me. Bags. Gara must go bags. Headaches, migraines. My brain will be doing boom, boom. This place is doing. This side is doing bam, bam. Construction sites. My head 24/7 headache. I started gaining a lot of weight. My hair started turning grey. If I come close, you will see it. Grey hair that I didn't have in Nigeria. Within 4 months, Ishawa, Apata, Ishawa took over. So I knew that, hey Neze, is this when you find yourself somewhere you don't understand? That's when you will know what is going on. I knew that I needed to make a decision and I needed to make a change. And I know in that video, some people advise that, oh yes, you are working for yourself, you can leave the YouTube for a while, you can postpone the class. You know, advice is always sweet when you are the one giving it, not when you are the one executing it. You don't know. Advice, very sweet to dish out. I can just sit down here and give you one full scap of advice. It is the person that is carrying it out that will know what is sustainable or what is practicable for him or her. Social media business, yes, it affords you some flexibility, but if you take advantage of that flexibility, the system will take advantage of you. You don't just abandon your channels and say, yeah, you take a break 1 month when you can afford not to do that. It's not like you are critically ill in the hospital. I mean, in a situation whereby you can afford not to. If you abandon your channel that way, you have yourself to blame, because when you come back, the analytics will not be sitting there waiting for you. Your audience will not be sitting there waiting for you. That's not how it works. You might not understand because you don't create content. It's we that we're in the business, it's we that we're in the game that will tell you what is practicable and what is what will be the death of your business. As a content creator, you just abandon your channel 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, disappear, and you come back, you expect your channel to just start doing well. That might be the end of the channel. That channel might die a natural death. So that was not really a practicable thing to do. Let me show you guys this example. Look at let me say Facebook, for example. I joined Facebook, should I say roughly a year ago, and I started releasing content back to back. At a point, because I couldn't cope with the demands of posting here, tagging different, my God. So I stopped releasing content on Facebook. I had gotten to a stage where I even had a video that was 1 million views on Facebook. The content was going well, 20K, 40K, it was good. I was monetized. But because of that break, I went on Facebook. Now, when I post a video, sometimes 400 views, 600 views, 1,000, 2,000, the analytics has said, okay, you're not serious. Yeah, step to the side. When you are serious, you come and tell us. That is how social media business works. If you abandon it, it will abandon you. If I want to rejuvenate that channel, I know what to do. I know what to do again. Consistency back to back. So that's that on Facebook. The same thing happens to me even on TikTok. If you go to my TikTok, when I just started TikTok, I was, releasing content back to back. I was getting 300,000, 400,000, 200,000, 50K views. And when I stopped posting on TikTok for like 1 month, 2 months, because I was overwhelmed, when I came back, 400 views, 500 views. That's how social media business works. So let me tell you. So it wasn't practicable for me to just abandon my business, because that's my business for now. It wasn't possible for me to just put my school on hold. What am I holding it for? Is it not still waiting for me? Is it not better to do it when my mates are doing it? If I put my school on hold, how many more months is left that I'll be putting my school on hold? Then when I'm ready to do it, won't life challenges still be waiting for me? There's no time in my life where I'll just be free and be lounging, except when I'm old. There's still going to be activities at that time that will still be taking your time. So whatever is worth doing, you do it already, you get it done with, and you move on. So that was not an option for me too. So yes, I came here, I came on YouTube. I cried out to you guys. I said, Mogbe. Mogbe oh, aye mi temi oh, aye mi temi ba mi oh, help me before I collapse for this Canada. And you guys came with plenty advice and words. And coupled with the idea I already had, I proceeded to implementation. And I'm here to give you guys the feedback. So when I dropped Chineyenwa at school that day, I like calling it school, at daycare that day, remember that she was sleeping. So I already prepared my mind for the worst, because a baby that clingy, that had never gone out before, had never been in another place without me before, I was expecting that when she wakes up, oh my God, she will cry so bad to almost fainting, that the woman would have to call me and tell me, please madam, come and take your baby. She has been crying 2 hours non-stop. At a point I was like, should I take Chinem's advice? Should I keep her there 1 hour today, bring her the next day, drop her 1.5 hours, and progressively, what do? I said, okay, let me watch and see her reaction to the new environment. So when I dropped her, I was like, hey, is it better I wake her up If I wake her up, she will not allow me to go. If she's sleeping and she wakes up, the shock will be too much. Which one is better? Sha. I dropped her and I left. I was chatting the lady, calling the lady every 15 minutes. Has she woken up? Has she woken up? What's she doing now? The lady was like, she's still sleeping. Eventually, she woke up. Guys. Guys. How many times did I call you? Guys, Chineyenwa didn't shed a tear or let out a sound. The woman, I thought this was a joke. The woman did video call. She woke up, she was just looking at the environment, going to play with toys, moving around. Toys that she has tons of at home. She would not agree to touch the toys. She went to that place, playing with toys, from oven, cooking. Time to eat. Chineyenwa will be doing smeh. I'll carry her. I'll be feeding her. Chineyenwa sat responsibly in her high chair. The lady fed her solids. Chineyenwa ate. I was asking the woman, wait, put video. She hasn't cried. The lady says she hasn't cried. She didn't cry. She's living her life. Hey! This life. See, every experience is a lesson. This was a baby that was thinking that if I let her go, she won't survive it. The way she adapted to being outside, to the daycare. Oh God. And I was here killing myself all along. See her there, she was socializing with the other children, moving around, they were playing together, building blocks. I pinched myself. I told myself that, see, we women, we need to be very careful. If I didn't just toughen myself and decided to make this decision because I saw that if I didn't make it, oh God, if not I just summoned courage to do it, I would have been suffering here for a child that can exist. Because if something happens to you, you see that person you are crying for, my husband cannot take care of the children, this person cannot do this, you see that person can do it, but you will be dead. A few days ago, I was reading a story on the blogs. I saw the story of a woman who was ill. Her blood pressure was high, very high. The doctors advised her, you cannot leave the hospital. This woman said, no, my children, my husband cannot take care of the children. They cannot be alone. I have to go and make sure they've eaten. I have to. This woman went home, had a hypertensive stroke, and died. You know what will happen to that husband? Shapali now. You know what's up. Shapali! The new woman will pack all your clothes like this and dash it to motherless baby home and enter your room immediately. Those children, yes, they will miss you, but they will move on. They will go to school, they will marry, they will do everything, they will live their lives. That woman died. This is a lesson to we women. Sometimes we take too much because we believe that without us, things cannot work. Without our inputs, things will not go well. Without our presence, this person cannot survive. Everybody can survive. Nobody is indispensable. Everybody can survive. That's the way human beings are built. We are built with the ability to adjust and to survive. My dear mommies, invest in things that will relieve you and that will take stress away from you. Spend that money. As you struggle to make money, invest that money, part of that money, back on yourself. My own challenge was not even resources. Like, I wasn't worried about the costs. My challenge was the fear of letting her go. The fear of who will care for her like I do. The fear of how will she cope? As clingy as she is, how will she cope without me? Someone that will not even allow her father or her brothers to carry her. People that she sees every day. How will she allow a stranger to carry her? I was worried sick about these things. But look at the child. The child adjusted on day one. In fact, some days she would even be the one to open the door because she wants to go out. She wants to see places. She wants to see people. She doesn't want to stay caged at home. A child I was thinking that was so antisocial will cry her eyes out. So my dear darlings, my dear mommies and aspiring mommies, even daddies, yes, your family should have priority, but do not ever sacrifice your sanity or your health because you believe that you are an integral or an indispensable part of everybody's life. You're important to them, but you're also important to you. And you need to be alive and healthy for you to discharge your responsibilities optimally. So please do not compromise. Anything that you can do to take stress away from you, do it. The world would adjust. So darlings, so far so good. The lady has been so nice for now, and I believe that forever, by the grace of God, for the length that the whole thing would last, I pray that she remains so. For now, everything I'm seeing, I like. I am very happy and content with the way she's caring for Neyemwa. Yes, she's still super clingy, but I would not say as bad as it was before she started going. At least now, I can be in the same car with her and sit in front, but before I could not, because she would scream and yell and shout until I calm down and sit at the back. Then she would not start holding me. But now at least I can, I can sit at the front. So she's still very super clingy, but at least during that period of her absence, I can attend school, maybe shoot a video, do some tidying, do some studying, do some little things. That little space, very good for somebody's, wellness and mental health. At least I have that opportunity now that she's going to daycare. So I'm going to keep watching. I'm not like 100% relaxed. I'm still watching and ensuring that, the place is good for her and there's no need to take her away. As I always say, if there's any reason for me to take her away, I would still bring her back home and she will stay with me until I find somewhere. But for now, I'm happy, I'm satisfied, and I'm okay. And she is too, because she's getting more independent and more exposed while I'm having my health back and my sanity and life. So my darlings, my sweethearts, my chocolates, my honey pies, I said let me come and give you guys updates to know that Chinenye is acclimatizing real fast and real good, and there are no regrets at all. My stress has been relieved a little bit, and we are pushing on with life. No wahala, no shaking. Thank you once again to every one of you who showed empathy in the comment section, who shared your thoughts, even if I didn't. Some people said, Neze, just hold on, don't send her to daycare, don't. I appreciate your advice. Not taking one's advice does not mean I didn't appreciate it, but you who wears the shoes know the particular situation and knows, and would now decide which of the advices best suit you. So all the advices are very well appreciated. I am totally grateful to those that contributed in that video and those that even sent me personal messages. As things unravel, as things unfold, I'll come here to give you guys the updates and tell you how we are faring. So I think we'll just bring this video to an end. Thank you so much guys for joining me. Thank you for listening. If you're new here or if you've been watching without subscribing, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe first. Hit the subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up. Drop all your comments in the comment section. What has your experience been like? If you have sent your kids to daycare or day home abroad, what is your experience like? So if you have a clingy child, children that suck hard, please, what I would do is, see, I bought aloe vera the other day. I rubbed it. This girl licked everything. I don't know. When this girl started sucking, I thought it was a joke. I didn't know that this is how this habit starts. If I knew it was going to be this serious, I don't think I would have allowed her when she was small. I thought it was something that she would just suck and stop. But Jesus, how do you guys deal with children that that suck their hands? Let us share all our motherhood experiences and counseling and chit chats down in the comment section. Okay, thank you guys once again. It's me, your girl barrister Neze Pepperempe, and this is Neze Pepperempe. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.